now.
Okay, so I take the t-shirt, fold it in half like this, and then I lay it out flat. And it doesn't have to be exact because it's, when you're done with it, it doesn't matter. You can't tell that it's not perfect. So I cut these in 1-inch strips, and I'm guessing that's an inch. And I use a fresh blade because in that way, it cuts good. T-shirts sometimes can be different thicknesses, so I bundle all the strips together after I get them done, so I have the same t-shirt all in one. Because if I use different strips for shirts, they stretch differently. So that's how I do it all the way up. And then after I get done with that, because when you undo this, and I stretch it out, and then it just rolls itself. And then I cut it in half, and then I stretch it again, and then I can usually do 4 masks for one strip like that. So after that though, over there, I use the whole entire t-shirt. This part that was at the bottom, let me find it again. Take this right off there, and I can get 2 out of that. You don't have to, because this does produce a lot of ties. So then when I get up here to the shirt, I cut the sleeves off, and I cut strips going that direction, and I cut strips going this, and I cut this under the underarm off here. See, and it doesn't have to be exact. I'm just kind of doing this kind of quick. I cut around the neck off, and sometimes I use t-shirt material for the casing to go around the side of the mask. So after I do all that, these are going to be my masks that are done. I'm not going to put green ties on them because they don't match, but for contrast, I do have a blue. What did I do with the other blue ones? And I bundle all the ties together like this, so that when I take these apart and I need one, I know all of these had the same thickness. There's cut exactly the same or really, really close. So I just tie them back in a knot so they stay together. I have a big tote I put them in so I can just grab them and go. So after I do this, cut this in half. I'm going to put the safety pin in this. And then this is t-shirt casing. And it has pretty good stretch, so you don't have to worry so much about if you make it too narrow. I just thread that through there. And I use the smallest safety pin I can because in that way, I know that if my casing is a little too narrow, that it's still going to go through. So then I do that, and I do it on both ends. Afterwards, I tie these all in a knot. And whoever I give them to, they can adjust them, they can take it apart, make it tighter if they want. Maybe the mask is pretty long, but they can, and it does stretch still. You can clip the ends, and if you tie it tight enough, you can spin this around and have it be inside the casing so it looks really clean. And that's it.